Today we're going to look at the practice of observing yourself so that you can unburden your busy mind and tap into the life that you really want. You will gain some useful information from this video, including the deeper point that your hungry mind's insatiable appetite for endless amounts of thinking and information can be toned down. You need to know that your mind is often set on autopilot, never-endingly surrounding itself with similar feeling things because it's based on your past beliefs and focus. But if what you have mostly focused on are concerns and issues, you often feel uncomfortable and stuck in a spiral of trying to fix all of the perceived issues. The most significant problem here is that you don't need to fix you. You need to direct you. By learning to observe yourself, you can discover the signal you're sending and train yourself to lead you. That means you can begin to point yourself in the right direction. So now I'm going to ask you to stop. Take a breath and then peek in and observe yourself. You can stop the video for a few seconds if you like here. And then notice, how are you feeling in your body? And what is your mind thinking about right now? On a scale of 0 to 10, how uneasy do you feel? Make note of that. Would you say you're feeling closer to anxiety or to calm and clarity? Whatever your estimate is, it delivers a snapshot of the signal that you're currently sending, which keeps perpetuating itself. This means that first off, you have to stop and observe yourself to notice the signal you are emitting so that you are not living an unconscious, less than desirable life. That way, instead of remaining oblivious to your output and desperately taking in heaps of information to fix the uneasy feeling you have inside, you tune instead into how you might act if you felt good. Start this process maybe by being him or her for a tiny moment in your day. Imagine if you were that good feeling person, what would you be thinking and feeling? Maybe you can notice some contradicting beliefs popping up inside you. What is your conditioning, keep putting in your way? Perhaps you have some beliefs that aren't serving you very well. Beliefs like, life is always hard and I never, ever get what I want. It's okay if they're there. You don't have to change anything here. Just notice them. Maybe it feels like you are those thoughts though, and those sensations and the beliefs too that keep coming up. In other words, does what you think and feel like make you who you are? The answer is a resounding no. These are not you. It's just where you have focused. And since that focus and belief builds momentum, it runs on its own fumes after a while. This momentum is based in your unobserved autopilot mind. It'll run your life if you don't start to observe you and interject new coordinates. So now, to demonstrate there is a leader inside of you, have you ever said something like this in your head? Maybe, I told myself, don't ever do that again. Many of us do that a lot. We speak to parts of ourselves. That means there is an I and there is a self. I said to myself. So you in your life could be more accurately described as that steady I that observes what you think, feel, and do. And what you think, feel, and do generally comes from a whole bunch of conditioning. Again, you often get caught up in your activity and outcomes instead of consciously creating your life. That means instead of using your focus and power to set the stage for how you want your life to be, you become a slave to your circumstances and beliefs. And when you get deeply entrenched in what's happening to you and around you, suffering becomes a normalized way of life. In there, you spend your time trying to fix you and all your issues. You're constantly in response mode rather than creator mode. Your typical reactions can become your identity even, and life seems to just keep dishing you up more of the same. So the goal then is to practice observing you so you can create this space between you and your bias-filled versions. Essentially, you want to stop anchoring into unwanted things and unintentionally repelling what you actually desire. By stepping back and noticing your thoughts, your sensations, and your behaviors, you get out of autopilot mode and can live a better, more aligned life through purposeful self-direction. Finally, today I just want to say, don't make this into a big deal. See if you can watch you and your thoughts like you watch your favorite Netflix shows. No need to shame yourself for where you're at. You can relax because eventually you will be the one rewriting these old programs. Thank you so much for connecting today, and I'm going to see you next time.